Hello there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Statech. Yeah, today we are going to be making steel. Yeah, we ended off last episode making the coke oven and getting some coal coke. In between episodes I've just been expanding a bit. I've made another boiler so then we've got more steam power. I've made a few machines. I've made the cutting machine and the furnace. The furnace I'm just smelting up some kelp, making dried kelp, and then turning the dried kelp into dried kelp blocks just as a little fuel source for these boilers, because it's easy. Just go in the sea, gather a bunch of that, stick it in there, easy fuel. But other than that, I've not really done much. I've expanded the storage a little bit more, made some enchanting things, but other than that, not much really. Yeah, so today we're going to be making steel, and we're going to try and get further than steel if we can, see if we can maybe get some steel machines like the steel wire mill. Don't know if we'll get the circuit, but we'll try. Right, to start this quest we need some uncooked steel dust, so that's iron dust and coke dust in a mixer. I did start macerating some iron earlier. I'll just stick that in there so then it does that first. Stick the rest of this in here, put that up there. I've been making some coal dust as well to stick into the coke oven so I can make coal coke dust, because realistically the only thing that we need out of this is the creosote and the coke dust. Just regular coal coke, that can just be used for fuel, and we need one for the steam furnace, but the coke dust obviously we need for the uncut steel dust. So let's get that, and then some iron dust, and I'll just stick it in here together and let that do its thing. How many do we need for the quest? We need 9. There we go, perfect. That was quick. Oh, it makes 9 each. So, obviously, how much is it? 7 iron, 2 coke dust. So that's perfect. That's that quest unlocked. Steel hammer. Perfect. I was needing that because these iron hammers just keep going out, and they're a pain to make because they take 5 large iron plates, which is 20 regular iron plates, and they take ages in the compressor. So that'll come in handy. So next quest is the steam blast furnace. So this is going to be the next part. So to make this we need the steam blast furnace controller block, 29 fire clay, input hatch, item output hatch, and fluid input hatch again. So we need 8 fire clay plus the 29 there. So I did start making some fire clay dust earlier as well, just so then we have some, because it's a pain to make as well with obviously brick dust, clay dust, just macerate them down. So to do this we just smelt the fire clay dust. Can I put it in a blast thingy to make it faster? I can, yes. In that case I'll do that, and I'll just take the fuel out of here and stick that in there. There we go. Stick that into there. I don't know if we'll have enough with the blast furnace, not the blast furnace, with the fire clay, because we need, let me get my calculator out. So we need 8 plus the 29. So if I put in fire clay, I think I've got a recipe for this. No, I don't. So it's 4 to one of them. So if I put that, and I do, hold on, how much was it? Where's the quest? There it is. 29 and 8. That is, what is it? 29 and 8. My mind's gone blank. It was 27. It was most definitely not 27. I don't know where I got that from. But yeah, it wasn't 27. I don't know why my mind went blank then. So we need 108 fire clay bricks. So we will have enough with this. Let's see how they're doing. goes quite fast in the blast furnace because obviously it's double speed. So what else do we need? What can we be making for now? Let's make the hatches. So we need an input hatch, output hatch, and a fluid input hatch. So let's make some of these. So we need 3 bronze machine casings. So we need 3 bronze gears. Where's my bronze plates? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We can make rings and bolts now in the cutting machine, and it's a better ratio. So I might do that. I might not. I might just do regular forge hammer for now, just to make things a little bit quicker, obviously. So we need 3 rings, and then we need how many of them? That many. Perfect. Stick them in there. Make 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 of them. Scroll back up. Let's just put a few more bronze ingots in here to turn into plates, because I can guarantee we'll need some. So how many hoppers do I need? I need 2 hoppers. 1, 2. So I need an input hatch. Ooh. I need an output hatch. So I've got input, output, and then I need a bronze tank as well for the input hatch for the fluid. That's that. There we go. That's all them parts done. So now it's just down and waiting for the fire bricks. The fire bricks are all done smelting now, so we need to put them into the compressor, which is another long little way. I'll stick some gunpowder in it just to speed it up a bit for now. 1, 2, 3. Putting gunpowder on it just overclocks it, and it doubles the speed at which it operates. I've made quite a lot of gunpowder because I saw a recipe for burnt paper block. And that's just a regular paper block and regular paper, and I've made this with water and wood pulp in the mixer, and wood pulp is literally just macerated down logs. So I did a bit of that in, between episodes, and got quite a bit of gunpowder, because obviously we'll be using steam machines just until we get the electrical machines, so it's good to have in. So that's actually going quite decently fast. We only need 27, so there's 26. So what can we do now then? Let's try and make some raw synthetic oil for now. Let's see how we make that oil. Raw synthetic oil. That's water and coke dust in a mixer. So if we just get, say, make another tank just for the sake of this. Fill that up with water. Place that in there, and then just put the coke dust there. That makes that. So let's just make enough for a full tank for now. I'll let that do its thing. How's this doing? Almost done. Good. Did we make some more iron dust? We did as well. So I'll make some more uncut steel dust once obviously that's done in there. So we're now just waiting on these fire clay bricks. We also need to make it just a regular blast furnace. So I'll make that now. Ooh, what do we need? Regular furnace. That's easy. And smooth stone. So we need to smelt down 3 regular pieces of stone. 1, 2, 3. Stick that in there. Let that do its thing. How's this doing? Perfect. Got enough. And we're full up on creosote oil. That's good. There we go. 7 more left. There we go. That's doing well. I'll break that for now. Extract the fluid straight into that tank for now. That's good. Actually, hold on, no. I'll do this. Put the tank there. Barrel there. Get out some fluid pipes. 1, 2, 3. And let's pipe this straight into here for now. So then we're not having to mess around with everything. That one. Do out and in. And I'll turn off auto extraction. There we go, that should automatically get input into there now. Stick rest of that in there. 28, perfect. Got plenty more. That's that quest. Ooh. It's not 27, it's 37 that we need. I thought it said 19. We should have plenty anyways. So we need that. So we need the original 29 plus the 8 for the controller. Ooh, might be a little bit short. Let's see if I've got any more fire clay dust. I don't. I've got regular clay, and let's see if I've got any brick dust there. Ooh, do that. Raw synthetic oil, I don't want that in there. Don't know why that's in there. So mix the brick dust with, I'll just put this in here for now. There we go. Mix that with that. I'll collect that, because I don't need that in there. There we go. Let that make some more fire clay dust for me. I'll stick that in there. Let that do its thing. Ooh, we were too short. I'll go get the 2 and I'll be back. There we go. Got the last 2 clay bricks. Let's make the where is it? Steam blast furnace. I made a blast furnace. Oh no, I didn't. I was waiting on the smooth stone. There we go. Let's make that, make that, make that. Perfect. Ooh, there we go. That is perfect. That's that sorted. To turn your uncooked steel dust into steel ingots, you will need a blast furnace. For now, your blast furnace will be powered off steam. You will need the same amount of materials in the quest requirements to build the steam blast furnace. Blah, 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 blah. It's all the same thing. Let's see how to make it. So, inputs and stuff on the bottom. The bricks on the bottom as well. Top layer. And it goes 4 high, so perfect. Let's get a few fluid pipes. I will just take this going round this way. Once we start getting electrical machines, I'm just going to build a big platform out in the ocean for all our machines, just to make life a lot easier. But for now, I will just do this. I'll connect it. Ooh, falling in. There we go. Oh, that took a bit of steam out to fill all these pipes up. Bronze fluid input hatch. That can go at the back there. Brick, 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 brick. Let's do input on the, what is it on this one? Input on the right. Let's keep it all symmetrical-ish. So input on the right, output on the left, another brick, then goes the controller, and then that, and then one more layer. Perfect. And that's the multi-block done. Let's just connect up this. Ooh, having to use the zoom to... Perfect. That's full of steam. and let's get the uncut steel dust, and then put that in there and let that do its thing. Perfect. I'll just get a little quick barrel as an input and another one as output. Perfect. Steel ingot, that will be made once that is done. Let's give it just a piece of gunpowder for now to speed it up a bit more. But yeah, the quest for steel requires 18 steel ingots. That's perfect. And then from there, we've got all these unlocked. We can make trash cans, steel armor, packers and unpackers, a steel boiler. So that might be worth making to obviously upgrade a few more machines, or have steel on a separate steam line. I'll go to sleep while I'm explaining. But yeah, probably best to have steam machines separate, because just to keep things organised. But from here onwards, I think we should go up there to the steel wire mill and then try and gather resources for the circuit. I've made all the parts for the steel wire mill. I thought it'd be quicker and easier because it's just repeating everything we've already made. Rotors, gears. I made a steel machine casing, which is the exact same one as a bronze. It just uses 8 plates and a gear, but obviously the steel ones. So it used about 14 steel ingots for the casing, so each casing will be roughly about 14 ingots each. So let's make this wire mill. There we go, and yes, it's raining. I hate the rain. Perfect. Steel wire mill. What do we do with this? We make LV cables. So we can make any of these. So copper, tin or silver. With your wire mill and rubber sheets, you can now craft your first cables. There are 3 variants in LV: copper, tin and silver. There is not any EU loss per block as in GregTech, that's right. But there is a max transfer rate. Hovering over the cable in World will show you how much power is flowing through it. Cables of different colours and types do not connect to one another, so that's alright. So we want to be making now rubber. That's probably the best bet. So let's put that aside. Let's collect the rewards. Ooh, another mixer. Kitty slippers. What's that? Creepers avoid the wearer. I'll stick them on because I hate the creepers. I'll put it to effects only so I don't have cats on my feet. But at least we've got another mixer. That's good. Ooh, that's a big axe. Whoa. That's cool. Right. So we need synthetic oil. And I saw this quest earlier as well, more efficient rubber. By adding some sulfur dust to the synthetic oil, you can create synthetic rubber, which is 6 times more efficient for making rubber sheets. So I end up getting a bunch of lignite coal dust, and the byproduct of that is sulfur dust. I'll sleep now while it's going dark. But with that sulfur dust, I can mix it with the raw synthetic oil, make raw synthetic rubber, which if I just Google it, rubber, there we go, rubber sheet. You mix it with paper. Instead of getting 2, you get 12. So that's 6 times better. I was going to say 10 times, but no, it's 6 times better. So we've got all the oil in here. Let's take that, and then to make that, hold on, we need that as the quest. Raw synthetic oil. Let's grab a bucket. Perfect. So we need regular synthetic oil. So we need to put that into the steam blast furnace for 10 seconds, and that gives us synthetic oil out. So I need another fluid input and a fluid output. I'll go make them quickly. Here we have the blast furnace. I made the input and output hatch, and I've connected the tank up to it, and it's going really fast. Let's see what happens if I put a piece of gunpowder in it. How fast will it go now? Oh, I don't know where it's gone. God knows. Either way, we have synthetic oil being made in here now. That's perfect. How much have we got in the tank? I think it's a full tank, so it's 4,000 millibuckets. So we'll let that process, and the next part after that, have we got a bucket worth? Yeah, we have, yes. Let's grab, oh, I've already got the bucket on me. Let's grab our bucket. That's that quest. And let's start making the synthetic rubber sheets, because the actual oil itself, I don't think it does much other than make, obviously you can use it to make infinite dyes, or use it to make paper, and obviously, right, to make synthetic rubber we need a steel mixer, so we need a steel upgrade. So I think that will be the next thing that we should make. Is that a quest on here? I don't think I can see it, but we will make the steel mixer and then make some synthetic rubber. Here we have the steel mixer. Let's just place this here quickly, and let's connect that, give it power. Yep, and I'll get the tank, and what was it again? Raw. I'll just type in rubber. We want synthetic rubber, so that's the oil and sulfur. So it's 1,000 millibuckets of oil for 1 sulfur dust. So we have 4,000, so we need 4 pieces of sulfur. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that in there, and then that into there. Let that do its thing. I'll plop that back down there. I'll give it a little bit of gunpowder just to speed it up a bit more. There we go. That's perfect. I'll take this tank actually. I will just have it automatically output into this. And then using the synthetic rubber, put it into a mixer with paper. We should have some paper. I'm not 100% sure we do. If we want any more, we can just make the use that recipe that we did recently. So paper, grab that. There we go, with the paper. So that should make 8 lots, because we've only got 8 pieces of paper. There we go, we're getting rubber. That's perfect. So the next part, we can make jetpacks in the future. The next part is the circuit components. So this is just a lot of tedious crafting. Obviously we need a bit more paper. We need some copper wires, some steel rods, and just little bits and bats. I'll probably go get all this sorted, and I will be right back. And there we go. I've made all the parts. I made a stack of each. It took a little while just to save on video time. But I just crafted a stack of each. Use this to see how much we need. It took 390 plates of copper. It takes quite a bit, because most of it is the copper wires, because you get 2 from that and each one's one of them. But yeah, crafted a stack of each just to make them in bulk, because we're going to need a lot of these analog circuits. So let's make as many of these as we can. How many will we get? Ooh, 4. I need some more copper wires, that's why. Get some copper, put that into the compressor. I've got some in here as well. Put that there. There we go. We've got 32 circuits. That's perfect. So we managed to get to that, and Ooh, we got a warp plate from Waystones. That's good. And with the circuit quest, we get a bit of each afterwards. So I can probably make 2 more with the parts. 1, 2. Perfect. We got a scroll for the waypoint mod. But yeah, with that, we have completed the analog circuit quest. Now it's time to get the basic machine hull, and then start working our way into the electrical age. I think that'll be a task for next episode. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all the other things, you know. But yeah, I think in between episodes I'm going to sort out a big base behind me so I can move all of this over there and just make a massive like chunk just to put all my stuff to make things a bit easier. But yeah, thank you very much. Bye.